The Laguna Madre area in the lower Rio Grande Valley is a paradise that inspires creativity, evident in the spirit of the people who live and work here, in the eclectic mix of unique shops and restaurants full of local art, in the public art and architecture, and in the work of El Paseo Arts Foundation. In April 2005, a group of local residents, visual artists, musicians, actors, writers, and folks who just appreciated and enjoyed the arts, joined together to form El Paseo Arts Foundation. The foundation's success over the last 9 years is one of the best things happening in our community today, because today's work brings people together to share the uniquely human activity of creating and appreciating art, and sows the seeds that help to grow this area into a thriving arts community and destination in the future.
The purpose of the El Paseo Arts Foundation is to bring great entertainment and promotion of the arts in many different ways to the lower Rio Grande Valley. For example, we do classic concerts, we have jazz concerts where we bring people in from all over the state or even all over the country. We do local productions of melodramas and other types of plays. We give a scholarship every year to a graduating student from Port Isabel who is going to pursue a career in the arts or further studies in the arts. Even with the various art media, watercolor paintings of all nature, we work alongside the Laguna Madre Art Society on some of their projects, and they work with
here, which is going to be put onto the flat with 3 hinges. That way, these are the 2 flats that have to be carried out onto the set, and we can have them folded.
April 26, 2014 is another day in paradise. This morning, El Paseo is gearing up for their final stage performance of the season, a play called The Sunshine Voice. Backstage artists are hard at work on the production elements. Local productions are an important part of the Foundation's season program.
The behind-the-scenes part of the productions gives everyone a chance to be involved and can be just as exciting and rewarding as being on the stage. We need craftsmen and women, artists to paint sets or build costumes, folks who can create soundtracks, run sound systems or lighting, manage props and set changes, and of course, volunteers to help usher, distribute programs, and manage the house during a production. It takes a lot of work and a lot of willing volunteers to put on a successful show. And when people work together for the success of a common goal, they are building bonds of community. The more people we can have actively involved in the arts, the stronger our arts community becomes.
The doctor's office is going to be that orange brown that we've already
The one
had.
we already
And I want to know if you
And then this will be for the
Right.
restaurant.
Right.
Okay.
His kitchen, his everything.
I've had this thing 20 years.
So that one's more appropriate for the time, but this isn't all that different.
It isn't.
Same basic.
We have to get different handles on it and whatnot.
What's it sound like when it whistles?
making art available to the younger children. There are a lot of children in the valley, and especially here around the island in Port Isabel and on, that don't get exposed to art like they should. And I think the sooner we can get to them, the better. And we're making efforts to make presentations to the schools down here, as well as making scholarships available to students that when they graduate, perhaps they can further their interest in art. We know that there are a lot of students in particular in the lower Laguna Madre area who don't have an opportunity to travel, to go to theaters, other places, to see dance productions, to see live productions of plays. And we know we're bringing something really special for the young folks.
Theater than actually an act, although you two, I think, could go without a book. You would learn your lines and you would not have a book. But I think that's way too much to have to, but we'll see. If you want.
Paragraphs Bookstore is today's location for a rehearsal of a children's literature dramatization for the reading program at the Laguna Vista Library. Involvement in arts programs not only improves student learning, but it helps to grow the artists and art patrons of the future. Last February, the Foundation brought the Hopestone Dance Company for workshops with middle school and high school students. Today, it's something for the younger crowd, a dramatization of with the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, told from the point of view of the giant.
Well, let me tell you, people, you think it's easy being a giant. You get to be rotten, grumpy, and loud.
El Paseo hopes to provide an art center for the Bay Area. Now, the Foundation's members, with the support of the local community, creatively use the venues that are available for their activities. While the production crew is working on the play set, other members are finalizing plans for an upcoming concert at the Hilton Hotel. Sunshine Boys will be performed at the Convention Center, and other events are held in local hotels, on the outside decks of restaurants.
It's very
even
exciting to be involved with El Paseo. We hope that one day we'll actually have our own theater. But in the meantime, as I have said many times, our role is to bring a whole variety of arts to the area, different types of arts and entertainment that just simply wouldn't be here if we were not here to arrange for them. We're very proud of what we do.
Maybe the day will come when we can have our own facility to do our own shows in that, instead of using a venue that we have now of the convention center and various hotels on the island, which are just excellent as far as their support of what we're doing. But nevertheless, it would be nice to have our own place so that we have our own storage for our flats and our just everything that we have would be in one place.
As the sun begins to set over the bay, the cast of the Sunshine Boys is rehearsing at the Art Gallery in Port Isabel's Lighthouse Square, where El Paseo Arts is one of the co-op partners, supporting local visual artists and benefiting from the use of the backroom storage space for set pieces and the gallery area for rehearsal space in the evenings. Here, surrounded by local art depicting the area's beauty, the play begins to take shape.
Part 3? What happened to part 2? Did I miss part 2?
Uncle Willie, it's me, Ben.
Who's that?
Ben.
Ben? Is that you?
It's another evening in paradise and another day for the Arts Foundation as we work to develop a thriving arts community in the Bay Area.
I'm locked in.
What is it, the latch?
Yeah, it's the latch. It's broken. Go down and tell the boy Sandy that Mr. Clark is locked in.
That happened last week. Just don't force it. Just slide.